Good morning. I had to go into work early yesterday, so I didn't get to show out, but that's all right. If I miss a day here and there, that's what happens. I'm running around now, I guess, so it's not giving me a hell of a lot of time some days, but that's all right. I'm here today, and we're actually on page 387, unveiling chapter 3, and this is the throne section, Christ as King. This section deals with the establishment of the kingdom of Christ and his saints. Daniel chapter 7, verses 14 and 18. Over the whole earth as the temple section. 11, 19, and 20:15. Breaks down all opposition to the worship of Jehovah and the priesthood of Israel. There are three distinct divisions in this section. And this is a throne section. The seals, the trumpets, and the thunders. Each of these are preceded by a preparatory vision. The seals by the throne, the scroll of the lambkin, the trumpets by the 144,000, and the vast multitude, the thunders by the messenger and the open scroll. The openings of his prophecy should be given careful consideration. They are like the rising curtain, which reveals the next act in this great tragedy. There are four pairs of openings, each of which should be studied together. They are as follows. Heaven, a door, providential judgments. Heaven, public judgments. The earth, a well, the terrible cavalry. Its mouth swallows the flood. The scrolls, seven seals. The scrolls, chapter 20, verse 12, individual judgment. The temple, 11:19, Ark Covenant, tent of the testimony, 15:5, law exposed. So I'm going to show it to you on camera here. Right there it is. Where is it? Right here. This is it. This is what it's talking about right there. So if you can see that, it breaks it down. All right. The emerald rainbow assures us that God will remember his covenant with every living creature. Genesis 9:9 and 17. There shall not be another deluge. These days will be like the days of Noah in many other respects. Matthew chapter 24, verse 37, Luke 17:26. And we are living in them times. This is so close because we are living in the days of Noah. There's no question about it. I mean, the wickedness is everywhere. It's everywhere. I mean, everywhere. And that's no joke. Just go outside your door, you can be able to tell. The wickedness is there already. Even no matter where you are, you know that the operation of the aerial forces is at work. Even in your own mind, even in your own being. He is deceiving and lying constantly about us, directly toward God. We got to see what's operating behind the scenes here. And it'll be like that for sure, openly, when that emblem of the wild beast comes into play. Elder and senior, or presbyter, is title of honor and respect, implying authority rather than advanced age. As in our alderman, these elders follow the living creatures in worshiping the Creator. Unveiling 4:10. An elder assures John that the lion will break the seals. Unveiling 5:5. And when he takes the scroll, they celebrate. Unveiling 5, 8, and 11. They fall and worship in unison with all creation. Unveiling 5:14. They echo the worship of the vast crowd. Unveiling 7:11. And one of them tells John who they are. Unveiling 7:14. At the seventh trumpet they fall and worship, the tenor of their words showing that they are not included among his slaves, the prophets, or the saints. Unveiling 11:16. They hear the song of the 144,000. Unveiling chapter 14, verse 3. And join The hallelujahs at the destruction of Babylon. Unveiling chapter 19:14. Now, I'm going to say something about that word hallelujah. It's used in Christendom constantly. But they're drawing down the judgments of God, because that's what that word means. It's drawing down judgments from above. And no joke, they're screaming it out in Christendom, as some kind of an emotional plea of some sort, maybe. But anyway, hallelujah means simply drawing down destruction or indignation of God. And that's exactly what they're doing. All right, David patterned the 24 courses of the priesthood after them. 1 Chronicles chapter 24, 4, verse 3 and 5, Hebrews chapter 8, verse 5, and Hebrews chapter 9, verse 23. They lead heaven's worship and combine the offices of prophet, priest, and king. For they sit on thrones, present the worship of others, and speak for God. Their crowns, however, are not regal, but wreaths of victory. The throne attendants of the divine majesty vary according to the character and title which he assumes. Jehovah is attended by the living ones, or cherubim. These are intensely animate and are incorporated into the very throne itself. All creation is represented in this August session. The heads of the heavenly hosts sit on thrones. The messengers attend. All of these are heavenly spirit beings. The realm of earth is represented by the heads of the animal kingdom, including man. These are the divisions of the creation. Genesis 1, except fish and creeping things. With these, only God established his covenant after the flood. Genesis chapter 9, 9 and 10. They are living souls rather than spirits. They conform to the scene about them. When we first see the cherubim guarding the way to the tree of life, for this tree was a source of life they represented. No wings are mentioned. Genesis chapter 3, verse 24. When they form part of the mercy seat, they seem to have had two wings. Exodus 25:20. When Ezekiel sees them, they have four wings. Ezekiel 1:6. Here they have 6 wings each. Ezekiel tells us they look like living coals of fire. Here they are full of eyes. Ezekiel calls them by the same name they are given here when he says, "It is the animal which I saw under the God of Israel at the stream Kibar. And I know that they are cherubim." Ezekiel 10:20. According to these passages, they do not seem to be confined to a set physical manifestation, but conform to their spiritual activity and environment. Isaiah calls them seraphim, or burning ones, in connection with the title Adonai. The elders worship the Creator rather than the Redeemer. Okay, we're going to continue tomorrow with this. Chapter 4. Still in the throne section, but this is good, and this has to do with the lambkin. I love it. So, have a beautiful Thursday. We will see you tomorrow. Grace and peace to you all. I love you all.